And Mai Tai will be the leaders at number 1, where Vischio is towards the back of the field with Minella Missile. Slandor Clegan is towards the back with Jepco as well. Close up to the leader, Bunting, going freely in the blue and the white noseband. Eagle Fang is up there as well. Beat the Bat behind these, and then Comfort Zone and Ike Sport and Jimmy de Searle, and Maxim is behind this, and then Anna Bonina as they begin to settle down and they leave the back straight for the first time. And it's Al Gaspardo in the yellow who leads from, in second place, Mai Tai by around about a length to Bunting running in third. Captain Morgs, a yellow cap, little wide on the track, is next, and the green sleeve jacket of Beat the Bat is next. Then Ike Sport, light blue against the running rail. Lossymouth, light blue and black checks, black sleeves, is next, and that's followed round the outside by Jimmy de Searle with the scarlet sleeves, the black and white jacket. And then comes Comfort Zone, green colours towards the running rail. Slandor Kegan continues to be up there with Colonel Mustard. They come to number 3. Eagle Fang is behind this as they jump then the third flight of hurdles. Anna Bonina was next. Staffordshire Knot continues to be chased along every now and again. He's got blinkers on the first time. Be aware the grey, it'd be about 4 or 5 from the back of the field at the moment, just in behind Beacon Edge and Al Gaspardo and Samui with those as well. Minella Missile and Ballyadam is behind this. Jipco is towards the rear of the field as they make their way now on towards the fourth flight of hurdles, and it is Al Gaspardo continues to lead. Mai Tai running in second. Bunting's on the left there, coming up to be close to the leaders. Ike Sport is right in behind these to Beat the Bats, and then comes Lossymouth and Maxim and Captain Morgs and Jimmy de Searle as they jump over the fourth flight. Colonel Muster is behind these runners to Impostoir. Then Eagle Fang is nearest to the stands in blue and white, and Anna Bonina is right in behind this, and then comes Comfort Zone, who's then followed by King Alexander, and with that as well is Beckett Road and also Beacon Edge in the blue and yellow jacket. Sandor Clegan is next. Staffordshire Knots towards the outside in maroon and white to Ballyadam and Minella Missile, and then Samui, and with this is Vischio, and also towards the rear is Jipco. There'll be a good 20 lengths first to last, and away they go to the far side. Blue colours Bunting wide on the course. Al Gaspardo, the yellow and blue cap towards the inner, and behind these is Mai Tai. They are then followed by Maxim, who's made progress up towards the outside, and Beat the Bat is right in behind these. Jimmy de Searle and Captain Morgs are next, the Ike Sport. Impostoir continues to make some good progress here, be about 7th or 8th at the moment. Behind this Colonel Mustard is followed by Safareur, and then Comfort Zone, and then King Alexander races around the outside of Lossymouth. Be aware is still a good 2/3 of the way down the field at the moment as they jump number 6. Bunting might have just about been in front to the yellow of Al Gaspardo. They continue to be about 2 lengths ahead to the green sleeves of Beat the Bat, who's taken third. Maxim is next. Mai Tai is behind this, and then Impostoir, who races in company with Captain Morgs, a yellow cap up towards the outside of the field. Colonel Mustard's right in behind those, and then comes Ike Sport as they jump the one at the top of the hill. Jipco is still towards the rear of the field. Be aware, looks to go okay, but has still got an awful lot of horses ahead of him at the moment. They've 3 more to jump, and they're about to run to home. Al Gaspardo and Bunting to Beat the Bat, and Mai Tai, Impostoir right on the heels of these, and then Captain Morgs and Jimmy de Searle and Maxim ridden along. Colonel Mustard shaking up a little bit as well, and then comes Eagle Fang and King Alexander and Ballyadam right in the centre. Beckett Road in the yellow and red jacket is in behind this. Comfort Zone will be about 4 from the right there in green, trying to come into it as they jump over the third last flight of hurdles. 2 more to go then. Al Gaspardo in the yellow still leading. Impostoir, Colonel Mustard, Mai Tai, Bunting is still there. Be aware, about 3 or 4 from the left trying to get into it. The grey now as they come to the second last flight of hurdles, and jumping over that Bunting to Impostoir, and then Beat the Bat, and there's Colonel Mustard, and then Be Aware, a grey, 3 from the left coming into it. Jimmy de Searle is still there, and also Beacon Edge is there with a chance, and then King Alexander and Eagle Fang and Staffordshire Knot and Ballyadam wide open, but it's Nico de Boinville Seuil and Postoir coming down towards the last to beat the bat in second place. Jimmy de Seuil, Scarlet Sleeves nearest to us, and Ballyadam, Blue Cap is there as well, and also Colonel Mustard up towards the line, and Jimmy de Seuil, Danny Mullins nearest to us, is going through and is going to win the Coral Cup. Jimmy de Seuil and Postoir, Ballyadam, Colonel Mustard beat the bat. In behind those was Beckett Rose.
Mullins and Mullins team up to win the Coral Cup in the colours of Ed Ware, who has the hot favourites for the champion bumper a little bit later on, Copacabana. He has a Cheltenham Festival winner already in the shape of Jimmy de Seuil. This relatively lightly raced, unexposed horse has won the Coral Cup comfortably. There's been Nampos Twine to second. Good old Ballyadam placed again third. 4 beat the bat, 5 Colonel Mustard, another terrific run at the Cheltenham Festival for him, and 6 was Beckett Rock. But the winner is Jimmy de Seuil. Danny Mullins on the score sheet, and it's 4 for Willie.
Yeah, fantastic training performance, Nick, to bring Jimmy de Seuil back. He hasn't run since May, since he finished 5th behind Ballyburn in the Alana Holmes Novices Hurdle at Punchestown. He finished 2nd behind Ballyburn on this day last year in the Turners in the Baring Bingham Hurdle, and produced by Danny Mullins. All the Willie Mullins jockeys are getting in the act. Sean O'Keefe last time, Danny Mullins here, and he's delivered him with a really well-timed run. It looked like there were plenty of horses in with chances turning for home, but Jimmy de Seuil, he's got that back class, he's got that grade 1 form coming in here at a mark of 146, and he's delivered.
Some wonderful hardy perennials doing sterling service again. Dear Ballyadam and dear Colonel Mustard giving it their best, but Jimmy de Seuil just too much up his sleeve, and likewise Postoir.
Yeah, they've just bumped into, certainly in the case of the winner, a horse that had the potential for a bundle of improvement at the age of 6. First going a handicap, he's a horse that has basically dined in Grade 1 company through the course of last season, and he's returned from a long time off, but you wonder whether they just saw his mark and saved him for the race, really, and he has won it really quite comfortably. And Postoir, a young horse as well, and as you say, 2 old stages, but with plenty of class, have run gallant races in defeat. The race was a good, honest test. Beat the bat, has run well. He was never too far from the gallop. He was pretty much upside when they jumped the second last.
A very easy win for Jimmy de Seuil in a race of this nature.
Yeah, he's taken off. He's joined the front rank at the last, jumped that well and stayed on really well in the race. And Ballyadam, what a race he's run. Again, he runs so well here. He's finished 5th in 2 county hurdles. He finished 2nd in this race last year, delivered by Rachel Blackmore on the far side, but she was well back in the field early on, and he stayed on gallantly again to take 3rd place.
Beat the bat, your selections run great.
Yeah, he ran really well. He's had no excuses. He's probably run right up to his best, really, in running as well as he has off the mark that he's on. But I think you said early on, there's no substitute for class, and that is exactly what the winner has got. He's a young horse. He's not had much racing, has he? And you would think that he's going to be seen back at a higher level in the future, but this type of scenario has definitely suited him, and he really has won it quite comfortably in the end, hasn't he?
Be aware, trapped deep on the track late, was just found wanting for a bit of foot, I thought.
I thought so too. Just as they started to pick things up, he couldn't quite pick up and get into it, and he's a horse that's been running really well over short, so that's a little bit of a surprise, but yeah, it did take a while to get going.
A brace of de Bromhead horses have run really well here, not just Ballyadam, but also Beckett Rock in 6th, so if you're pursuing that angle, you'll be encouraged.
Yeah, he's a really lightly raced horse, Nick, as we were saying earlier on. He's unlucky because he won his maiden hurdle last year and was off for the rest of the season, so he wasn't a novice now starting off this season.
Alright, let's head out to Lydia.
Willie Mullins is with me. He's just had a quick fire double here at the Cheltenham Festival with Jimmy de Seuil popping up in the Coral Cup. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
Was it the plan to come straight here since the Punchestown Festival?
Probably not. He probably had a setback somewhere along the season, but I can't remember. But then we said we've got to come here. We don't want to show our hand before we come here, and we got him ready at home, and Danny gave him a super ride.
He did.
And there we are. We're delighted for Ed and Mary Ware.
For whom it could be a big day today with Copacabana.
They lost a good horse there recently, Poker School.
Yes.
And so that's nice. And they have a nice chance in the bumper with Copacabana.
Yes, absolutely. And Jimmy de Seuil's obviously got that touch of class. We saw that last year as a novice hurdler. Did you ever worry about whether he had the street smarts for a race like the Coral Cup?
I wasn't worried. Did you see him here last year in the what is now the Turners, wasn't it? I mean, he chased home. He ran really well there, and I said, you know, we know he goes on the track, he'll go on the ground, and because he missed the season, he was nicely handicapped. And we felt it worth taking a chance. Like, this is one of the hardest races at the festival to win. The Coral Cup is.
Yes.
You know, you need so much luck in it, and you need a good horse, and he's done that. Yeah.
And how about reflections on Lecky Watson? He's really grown up with that performance there in the Brown Advisory.
I thought Sean was very good on him. He gave him a very uncomplicated ride. He just kept wide, a little wide, just kept him jumping, galloping, and jumping, and. So it's great to provide Sean with another winner in Cheltenham. I think he rode Galloping the Sean to win the Mountain Pipe. So, you know, and his season probably hasn't been flying at home, so it'd be a nice boost to it.
Absolutely. Disappointment in the race, though, with Ballyburn, who was just giving Paul a torrid ride.
Yeah, I mean, we elected to settle him in the first 4 or 5, and I don't think I'd do that again now. I might bring him back and trip and let him gallop, let him jump. He'll probably make a 3-miler in time. His pedigree suggested well, but I think he needs a lot more experience racing before he'd be able to tackle, before you'd be able to ride him like that. But maybe we should have just confidence in him and let him gallop and jump.
Yeah. Are you missing the Turners a little bit? Because of course that's allowed you to get the sort of knowledge from Galloping Show. I know it didn't end happily, but he had that sort of stepping stone to bigger distances.
Yeah, it is a way to think about it, you know, but you know, we can't go around making races for us whenever we want, you know, but it would have been more of an ideal step for him, yes.
Yeah. And how about Final Demand? Now that looked like a really deep race for the Turners novice. What did you make of his performance?
I thought we ran a cracker. I have no excuses for him. The winner's a real good horse. You know, and they're all going to make fine chasers, so I think it's going to be really it's going to be a nice batch of new novice chasers coming along.
Very much so. The winner perhaps looks very smart. They're potentially even talking about the champion hurdle, so you would be slightly divergent with Final Demand, who you see as a chaser.
I'll be going, you know, probably the Brown Advisory next year with Final Demand.
Yeah.
To me, that would look on the performance he put in today.
Okay, well, many congratulations.
Thank you very much again.
107 Cheltenham Festival winners now for Willie Mullins. Just a third festival success for his nephew Danny. The other two